672 days. My youngest sister, Sara Ebersole, has been missing out of the Reddick, Florida area. Sara went to work as an exotic dancer where she had been subcontracted employed for years. In Micanopy, Florida at Cafe Risque on March 2nd, 2023. Sara worked from approximately noon until 7 p.m. She got a ride home because she did not have a car any longer. She walked her roommate's dogs. She spoke to her roommate. She spoke to me. Somewhere in the evening hours, she went up to the gas station. She got a ride with her roommate's friend and dog sitter, Lonnie, and his girlfriend. Lonnie drove Sara a couple blocks, it's less than a mile, up to the gas station. Sara, at some point while she went inside to make her purchase, met two individuals, James Robertson and Leonard Anderson, who worked together and were friends. Sara messaged me at 10:11 p.m. from that Citgo gas station in Reddick, Florida at 3:18 and 4:41 that she was taking a random ride with some cowboys, and she hoped that they took her on a ride. It was exactly what her message said. Is that beyond something Sara would do? No. Sara met new people all the time, especially with her line of work. She was very spontaneous. She was always doing something spontaneous. This was nothing different than something she would do. When she messaged me, random was written in large letters, so I would know these were people she had never met before. With that being said, my sister was only taken 2 blocks from this gas station. She was taken to 18080 North U.S. Highway 441, Reddick, Florida. She was dropped off with James Robertson, who goes by Bubba. She met 2 other individuals that lived on the other half of the home, Tisha McDermott and James Schaller. Sara, on her iCloud, that I was able to digitally download, shows that she was taking photos and videos outside with the same house, same timestamps, at 18080 North U.S. Highway 441 from 11:08 p.m. And then pictures provided by James Schaller at 12:08 a.m. on March 3rd, 2023, because Sara's phone had supposedly died and she was charging it, were inside photos of James Schaller, Tisha McDermott, Sara Ebersole, and James Robertson. They then have photos and videos of Tisha McDermott and my sister at 1:22 a.m. on March 3rd, 2023. Tisha stated that at one point after that, my sister walked over to the other side of the home to hang out with James Robertson because she felt bad because she kind of left him hanging and didn't hang out with him as much throughout the evening and was going to take a nap maybe while she was waiting on her ride. They said Sara had been texting someone throughout the evening. They assumed she was getting picked up by like an Uber. My sister did not have a car, and my sister did take Uber and Lyfts often. Well, at some point, based on James Robertson's own admissions on a video interview, Tyrone Morman had come to his home to smoke and drink with him. He was friends with James Robertson, and supposedly at some point, James Robertson stated that he and Tyrone Morman carried Sara out by her arms and legs in some type of unconscious state to Tyrone's car, and Tyrone left. Tyrone was supposedly gone for 10 to 15 minutes, 5 to 20 minutes based on each person's admissions, came back, ran back in the house to get something, and left again. Supposedly maybe Sara had even left her wallet, was one of the admissions. But Sara did not get back out of the car when they returned and then left again. After my sister had been missing a year, Marion County Sheriff announced that Tyrone Morman was the person of interest. He had supposedly lied about his cell phone being broken. They did obtain a warrant. He met them and provided his cell phone, but then was arrested because the warrant had already been obtained. He had actually been arrested 3 months prior and only was arrested for a day and released the next day. Eventually was given just community service for those charges. They stated in their discovery that they had video surveillance of some kind from a trail cam video and all this other information proving that he was with my sister. Some type of digital download of some kind, I assume, from GPS coordinates of Sara and Tyrone's devices. Where did Tyrone take Sara? Tyrone obviously isn't talking. Sara's shoes that she had on in all the photos were inside of her home. It just took us 9 months to know that because it took me a long time to get into her iCloud because Marion County Sheriff was not proactive in getting any type of information. They did not quickly come to my sister's home. They did not take this serious as a missing persons case. So now my sister's case sits in a limbo state for 672 days. Marion County Sheriff put out a missing persons flyer on March 31st, 2023. but there's surveillance footage from the gas station asking the public's help looking for this black truck. I located the black truck on April 10, 2023, in Leonard Anderson's yard. Marion County Sheriff has never updated that flyer since April of 2023. I've been advocating to get that flyer updated with updated information. I don't know how my sister's case is going to proceed unless we can get Tyrone to say where he took Sara Ebersole.